Hi, I'm Councillor Martin Mullaney, and I'm outside the Epic Skateboard Park. I've got Keith Marsden here with me, and we're going to talk about the facilities that Keith has got here, which are absolutely wonderful, let me show you, and also about the proposed graffiti art studio. So first of all, I'm going to go over to Keith. Now, let me just... Right, this is Keith Marsden.
Morning.
Keith, can you just show us, first of all, the building, you know, we're just going to show the building that you own, because obviously what confuses a lot of people is there's two buildings here. Yeah. So which bit, do you want to just point out the bits that you own or lease?
Right, okay. We operate this building here, which is the former bus depot. It's 40,000 square feet. It's a listed building, it's a beautiful old building. And
I'm just going to pan to the front here, because just with my finger, that's where the trams would go into here. And what's the building at the front here, which I must admit...
Well, nothing to do with us, the building at the front. It's owned by somebody else, and it's really been derelict for the last 3 years. It's supposedly a building site, but not much is happening.
I mean, personally, I think it looks an absolute eyesore.
It is.
I mean,
It used to be the office.
Yeah, that's right. This is the offices for the bus depot.
Yeah, the former offices. Yeah. But the development is stuck.
Yeah.
So we need something to happen with this, but...
And as you can see, there's lots of tags on the wall here. And
well, you know, a lot of the people who come here, skateboarding, street culture, graffiti is part of that.
Yeah.
So it does fit in with what we're doing, and obviously we're keen, like everybody else, to get... you know, there's different types of graffiti. There's tagging, which, in my mind, is a bit of a waste of time.
Yeah.
But there's some very, very good graffiti art going on.
Oh, can we first of all just have a look at your skateboard park first?
Yeah, we can.
This is really... Is it right that this is the largest indoor skateboard park in Western Europe?
Yeah, it's certainly, I'd say, one of the largest now. It was the largest when we opened, but over the past 2-3 years, it's still one of the largest. It's very extensive.
Yeah. Now, I've got to be careful here, because obviously you've got lots of kids playing around, so I don't want to focus on anyone in particular.
No.
So that's what... But
we've got 40,000 square foot. We've got everything from stuff for beginners. We've got a couple of girls over there skateboarding for the first time ever today.
We've got some kids on there going up the...
Yeah.
Just absolutely wonderful.
We've got the biggest indoor half-pipe in Europe.
Oh yeah, can you show us that?
Over the back of that.
I mean, what's the story behind that? What's that based on?
Well, it's basically, it's like a special thing for the park. It brings top athletes like Tony Hawks.
Tony Hawk. Who's Tony Hawk? To the people who don't know, to the people who are not aware of skateboarding, who is Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawks is the David Beckham of skateboarding, basically.
And he's been here.
He's been here. He's skated on this ramp. We've got a group of youngsters that were skateboarding on a half-pipe or vert. We'll get into the Olympics in 2012.
So skateboarding, will that be Olympic sport?
It will be Olympic sport by 2012. It'll be on this type of ramp.
Oh, can you just walk over there, Kel? On the camera, an idea of the size of that wall. I mean, I must admit, this is the kind of stuff I wish when I was a kid. Wow, look at that.
14 foot high.
14 foot.
40 foot long.
Wow. Haven't you got like something like this swimming pool thing? The bowl. Let's have a look at that.
All right.
The
thing about this big ramp is we sponsor a small group of youngsters who are only in their early teens.
Yeah.
And they're already in the top 20 in the world.
Skateboarding,
yeah. One of our guys has just moved to Shanghai in China and more or less turned professional.
How old is he?
He's 18.
18?
Yeah.
Right.
Left school and came to work for us with no GCSEs whatsoever.
Really?
2 years later, he's earning a living as a skateboarder in China.
Fantastic. Let's go over here. This is a swimming pool. I mean, I think this swimming pool is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's really the origins of skateboarding as we know it today.
I mean, in the Midlands, are there any other places like this? Now, you're going to have to go a run for it, and I'm going to have to go for a run for it. Right, I'm going to go for a run for it, and that's how I don't slip.
Skate the ball.
So is this based on old, Californian?
Well, it's how modern skateboarding came to be. In the 70s, a lot of surfers broke into... There was a hosepipe ban. Right. So all these surfer dudes, skateboarding used to be about like gymnastics.
Yeah.
But the surfers
look at that.
Broke into a load of swimming pools that couldn't be filled with water because of the hosepipe ban in Southern California, and reinvented skateboarding in a matter of one summer.
And also, you have BMXing here, don't you, as well?
Yeah, we have some BMXs here.
Wow, look at that.
We have some of the...
Oh, in fact, there's a guy coming towards us now.
Yeah, we have some of the top
fantastic
BMXs in Europe come here, ride here on a regular basis.
All right, Keith, now, what are you going to show us now?
Okay, well, obviously we're interested in diversifying into things that are part and linked to the culture and the members we already have here. So in here we've got a room that we use as a little studio for gigs.
Right.
And dance music, putting on local bands.
I mean, as you can see, it's a solid wall, so there's no noise you can get outside.
We don't have any issues with noise for the neighbours. We've got, it's good space for doing young bands, local bands.
Yeah, because
touring bands.
I mean, that's something I get a lot of like 16-year-old kids saying they would like somewhere to. Could they use this facility?
Absolutely, yeah. We do rehearsals in here. Right. It's not particularly large, but if you're a local band just starting off, you're about this sort of space.
Okay.
You can't fill the academy.
Shall we go upstairs and have a look
going upstairs.
I'll leave you go in front of me. So this is the area that's above the band rehearsal there.
A cafe bar upstairs. In here we do things...
we got some art on the wall, haven't
we have one of the only 3 exhibition spaces in London for local artists. This is an exhibition that combines Islamic calligraphy with abstract art. So it's quite unusual. Exhibition and quite a good space. We don't charge artists for using it. We don't take a commission on the work they sell. Again, it's just another.
I mean, it's a nice space. This is,
that, pulls people into the building and makes us part of the fabric of this cultural vibe that's going on at the moment.
Okay, shall we look at the graffiti place now? It's, or proposed graffiti place.
Yeah. Okay. That's my wife, Diane.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll let you just...
This is right at the front of the building, and what we propose to do is invite the guys that are into graffiti down here, talk it through with them, and come up with a proposal which creates a space here. It's not particularly big, it's like 6 metres by 6 metres square.
Yeah.
So a studio space.
And you got like a roller shutter door there.
We've got a roller shutter at the door. We can open that up for some ventilation.
Yeah.
So we will build an enclosed studio within this space.
Yeah.
And in that space, we will then run a system where you have to become a member, but it's free.
Yeah.
You have to sign in every time you come, but again, it's free. We could help create a sort of safe environment. With a set of rules that the graffiti guys can formulate themselves.
Yeah, and if we know they're tagging elsewhere in Birmingham, they're not allowed in as such.
We can talk to everybody and agree a set of rules, and then it'd be a safe place where they could do their artwork.
And what we'd have is wooden boards which they bring in. And
we would have everything would be done on wooden boards, and then the studio would just simply be the place where you produce the works, the graffiti. Then we can publish it, we can hang it and display it. We've got a massive building.
Yeah, I mean, you've got so much wall space.
Absolutely, we've got hundreds of square feet of wall space.
Because I was saying, we could use canvas. You could almost do, with canvas, you could build a canvas the size of a house, and they could do a graffiti the size of a house.
If you look at those panels over there in the skate park, they're 25 foot wide by 25 foot high. Yeah. You could produce a work that's that big, if you like.
And Marcus Galleries in Moseley have said to me that they will be keen to sell some of the graffiti, so they can make a living out of being a graffiti artist. Now, obviously, from a council point of view, we've given you £1,800 to do this. I mean, when do you think you'll be able to? You've got to fill in the paperwork and everything, and
Well, basically, I think the next step, as soon as we can get the people who are involved in producing the graffiti get a meeting with them, get their input to the project, so it's not presented as a fait accompli. They can influence and shape the project. As soon as we've done that and we're all agreed on what we want, then let's get on and do it.
Okay, great. Cheers, Keith.
You're welcome.